The room beyond was vast and filled with an eerie blue light that cast strange shadows on the walls. In the center of the room, they saw an intricate, ornate pedestal, and on it rested a mysterious, glowing artifact. The artifact seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy, and the mournful wail they had been hearing grew louder, emanating from the artifact itself. Sarah, overcome with curiosity, approached the pedestal and extended her hand toward the artifact. Just as her fingers brushed the surface, a blinding light filled the room, and the group was enveloped in an overwhelming sensation. They were transported to a place that defied explanation, a realm where time and space seemed to converge. What mysteries lay in this new realm, and what connection did the artifact have to the hospital's haunting past? The group's quest for answers had taken an unexpected turn, and they now faced an even deeper enigma. In this enigmatic realm, the group found themselves standing in a surreal landscape. Everything around them appeared distorted, as if they had entered a dreamscape. The mournful wail that had echoed through the silent hospital now enveloped them, creating a haunting melody that seemed to resonate with the very fabric of this strange world. As they looked around, they noticed towering crystalline structures that glistened with an otherworldly light. These structures emitted an eerie, melodic hum, adding to the surreal ambiance. The group felt both awe and deep unsettlement in this alien landscape. Irene, always the one with a thirst for knowledge, couldn't help but examine the artifact that had brought them here. She observed intricate symbols etched into its surface, realizing that they mirrored the ones on the doors in the silent hospital. It was as if this artifact was the key to their journey. Sarah was the first to break the silence, her voice trembling as she said, "We need to find a way back. This place, it's not right." The others nodded in agreement, but as they turned to retrace their steps, they found themselves surrounded by a group of spectral figures. These ghostly apparitions appeared to be trapped, just like the group, and their mournful wails had an unsettling resonance with the artifact. The group had no choice but to face the apparitions, realizing that uncovering the truth about the silent hospital and the artifact was the only way to escape this surreal realm. Their journey had taken a turn into the unknown, and the mysteries deepened with each passing moment. "I told you all that we really needed to leave from the beginning, without getting this far. What should we do now because I'm freaking scared?" Lillian said. Lillian's fear was palpable, shared by the entire group, as they found themselves surrounded by spectral figures in a surreal realm. The apparitions appeared trapped and desperate for release. Irene, determined to find answers and a way out, tried to communicate with the apparitions. She spoke gently, "We didn't mean to intrude. We came from the silent hospital seeking answers. Can you help us? Is there a way back?" The spectral figures began to respond with mournful wails, their voices carrying the weight of long-held anguish. It became clear that these spirits were connected to the artifact in the hospital, holding the key to understanding the mysteries that had brought the group here. The group, their fear momentarily giving way to a sense of purpose, realized they had to unravel the spirits' stories and find a way to set them free. In doing so, they hoped to gain the knowledge and guidance they needed to return to their own reality. Their journey had taken an unexpected turn into the supernatural realm, and their quest for answers had become entwined with the stories of the apparitions. What secrets would they uncover in this strange place, and how would they find their way back to the silent hospital? The answers lay within the stories of the trapped spirits. The group's encounter with the spectral figures in the surreal realm took a chilling turn. As the spirits wailed, their voices grew more desperate, and their spectral forms distorted and contorted under the weight of their torment. Irene, who had been attempting to communicate with the apparitions, suddenly found herself overwhelmed by a rush of haunting memories. Visions of pain, despair, and gruesome surgeries flooded her mind. She realized that these apparitions were not just victims of the hospital's dark history, they were its tormented souls. In this distorted landscape, the crystalline structures now pulsed with an eerie, crimson glow, casting sinister shadows. The group felt an oppressive malevolence, as if the very essence of the realm thrived on their fear. Sarah, her voice quivering, exclaimed, "We must find a way out of here, now." However, as they turned to leave, they realized that the spectral figures were blocking their path. The spirits had become more agitated, their mournful wails growing louder, and their ethereal forms taking on grotesque and menacing shapes. The group found themselves trapped in a nightmarish reality where the boundaries between the real and the supernatural had blurred. To escape this horrifying realm and put an end to the haunting of the silent hospital, they knew they had to confront the hospital's horrifying past, the malevolent force that held it captive, and the tortured spirits seeking revenge. Naomi has been so quiet, just observing, and already feeling that they had put themselves into such a mess. Naomi remained unusually quiet throughout the ordeal, her eyes darting around the nightmarish landscape as if searching for an escape route. She had a sinking feeling that their quest for answers had led them into a situation far darker and more terrifying than any of them had anticipated. As the spirits continued to wail and the malevolent energy of the realm intensified, Naomi finally spoke, her voice shaky but determined. "We need to understand the spirits' stories and free them. Only then can we hope to find a way back." Irene nodded, her earlier curiosity now replaced with a grim resolve. "You're right, Naomi. We need to uncover the truth, no matter how horrifying it may be." The group cautiously approached the spirits, trying to listen to their wails and make sense of the fragmented memories assaulting their minds. As they pieced together the hospital's gruesome past, they realized that the malevolent force was the result of unethical experiments and medical procedures performed by a deranged doctor who had used the hospital as a laboratory. Sharon, her face pale with horror, said, "We have to stop this malevolent force and release these souls. Only then can we hope to return to our reality." But the spirits, now more agitated and vengeful, blocked their way, and the malevolent force grew stronger, threatening to consume them all. The group had a daunting task ahead, to confront the evil that had plagued the hospital for years and release the tormented souls. As they prepared to face the horrors that lay ahead, the surreal realm continued to warp and distort, growing more nightmarish by the second. The group had ventured deep into the heart of the hospital's darkness, and their courage would be tested like never before. In the heart of the nightmarish hospital, the group pressed forward, their determination stronger than ever, despite the malevolent force's attempts to deter them. The spirits' wails grew louder and more desperate, urging them to unravel the sinister secrets of the place. They ventured deeper into the hospital's bowels, uncovering more horrors and the tragic stories of those who had suffered at the hands of the mad doctor. The group learned of innocent lives lost and the torment of the souls trapped in this nightmarish realm. Irene, Naomi, and Sharon persevered, driven by their determination to end this nightmare and free the spirits. They were determined to confront the deranged doctor's malevolent creation and put an end to the suffering. With every step, the malevolent energy intensified, but the group's resolve remained unshaken. They had come too far to turn back now. As they moved closer to their final confrontation, they knew that their courage and unity would be their greatest weapons against the evil that had plagued the hospital for so long. "I do not like this anymore. Where is George, guys?" Lillian said. Lillian's sudden question about George caught the group off guard in the midst of their terrifying ordeal. They exchanged nervous glances, realizing that George, a member of their group, was nowhere to be seen. Irene's voice trembled as she responded, "Lillian, we've lost track of George. He was with us just moments ago, but in this nightmarish place, it's easy to get separated. We need to find him quickly." With growing concern, the group split up, each member searching for any sign of George amidst the eerie surroundings. The spirits' wails continued to haunt them, and the malevolent force seemed to be closing in. As they desperately scoured the hospital's twisted corridors, they called out George's name, hoping he would hear their pleas and respond. The urgency of their situation was mounting, and they needed to reunite to confront the horrors that lay ahead and ensure everyone's safety. The group's frantic search for George continued, their voices echoing through the nightmarish labyrinth of the hospital. Each corridor they explored seemed to stretch endlessly, and the malevolent energy pressed down on them like a suffocating weight. Naomi's heart raced as she called out, "George, where are you? Please, if you can hear us, respond." But there was only silence in response, and the spirits' wails grew louder and more anguished, as though warning them of impending danger. Desperation gnawed at their resolve, and it became evident that they needed to regroup to face the malevolent force that lurked in the depths of the hospital. Sharon suggested, "We should find each other first and then continue our search for George. Safety in numbers will be our best defense." Irene and Lillian nodded in agreement, realizing that their unity was their only hope in this nightmarish